He's here to talk about it. It's seed and feed, chemicals and compost, vaccinations and irrigation. It's time for Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
Hey, good day to all you great stewards of the land. It is Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark, brought to you by First National Bank and Trust of Elk City and Sayre, Oklahoma. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you had a good weekend. It was a little chilly this morning. I got, I have 21 degrees at the house this morning, and which we live in a low bottom along the river, so it gets a little colder. But there was a really good frost on everything, and we've had a 27 and a 28 degrees at the house, if I remember right. And everything, what sorghum, Sudan grass, everything, all that crap was dead. The weeds are dead. The trees still had a little green. It takes a while to get those trees. But this morning, those leaves were falling like dominoes off of the tree. Let's check out what's happening. 58 degrees at Boise City, 48 at Beaver, 52 at Eric, 46 at Sealing, 41 at Cherokee, 53 at Hollis, and 53 at Altus. Out here in the Panhandle of Texas, 56 degrees at Palo Duro Reservoir, 55 at Canadian, 53 at Dozer, 55 at Childress, and 53 at Odell. Hope everybody had a good weekend quail hunting. Sounds like some coveys were being moved, and the conditions for a bird dog weren't the best in the world this weekend with the wind and no humidity, but it sounds like everybody was having pretty good times. Sounds like to me that Rusty Wilson, he ended up shooting a bandit quail, the worth $75. Sounds like he all owes us a round of drinks, is what I'm thinking. I really do think he owes us a round that's pretty good though. Let's see what else is going on. I didn't hear of any bird dogs missing over the weekend, so I guess everybody kept their bird dogs down. I heard the traffic was a little slower than normal on the WMAs. And then I had this message that the Lieutenant James Edwards wanted me to forward on to you guys. So, Senate Bill 1073 was signed by Governor Stitt in May of 2025. This law allows for the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation to possibly allow limited mountain lion hunting through a draw or a rifle type system in the future. Nothing's in play yet. Currently, there's no open season for mountain lions in Oklahoma. Current laws state the following: no person may hunt, chase, capture, shoot, or shoot at, wound, attempt to take, attempt to kill or kill. We should use the word rehome on that. Or slaughter a mountain lion, except the taking of a mountain lion is allowed when the mountain lion is committing or about to commit depredation on any domesticated animal, or when acting in a manner as to constitute immediate safety hazard. So in other words, if he's getting ready to get you, go ahead. You got my permission. In the event of a mountain lion is taken, a ODWC employee must be notified immediately, and the intact carcass, including the hide, must be presented to ODWC within 24 hours for a collection of some biological information. I think they take a tooth and some other stuff, blood samples. So anyway, he wanted me to share that with you. So I asked why, because I was asking if something interesting happened. He said there's been another sighting on camera. So you guys just remember that, if you will. It's not legal to take a mountain lion for the fun of it unless it's getting ready to attack one of your cows or horses or whatever. And then you need to do your thing. But also remember to call the wildlife department so they can come out and collect samples on it. See if it came from Colorado or California or whatever. And then also, I wanted to share this with you. Let me find it. There it is. Okay. It's time for the endangered whooping cranes to migrate through the state. So each sportsman, let me move this computer screen a little bit so I can see a little better. Each year, sportsmen, bird watchers, and other wildlife enthusiasts can join the Wildlife Department in documenting federally endangered whooping cranes as they migrate through Oklahoma. It is important for sandhill crane hunters to be aware that whooping cranes could migrate through Oklahoma and be roosting or lofting in hunting areas at any time throughout the entire season. You guys remember what happened a couple of years ago down here? What was that? Was it Fort Cobb? No, it wasn't at Fort Cobb. Tom Steed. Wasn't pretty. I'm telling you, it's, it won't be cheap. Don't do it. There's no need. The 2,500-mile journey from nesting grounds in Canada to wintering grounds in the coastal Texas can take nearly 2 months, with the first migrating family groups of cranes typically reaching Oklahoma by late October. The birds may touch down in wetlands or grain fields for a few days to rest and refuel and move on. Head on down south towards Texas. The small flocks of whooping cranes that migrate through Oklahoma are part of the only remaining naturally occurring population known as the Aransas, if I say that right, wolf buffalo population. Last year's wintering ground survey on and around the Texas National Wildlife Refuge estimated a record 557 whooping cranes. The first time the population has exceeded 550 individuals in a long time. Please report a sighting. There's a deal to that you can report these sightings on if you do see some whooping cranes. Whooping cranes are North America's tallest birds, standing nearly 5 foot tall. These large white birds have black wingtips that are only seen when in flight and a bustle of feathers over the rump. Whooping cranes fly with their long neck and legs extended, though they're similar in shape and appearance to the more common sandhill crane. Other large white birds like egrets and pelicans may be misidentified as a whooping crane. I promise you, if you'll get on YouTube and watch a video on a whooping crane, you can't mistake them. There's no mistaking. These birds I'm 5'10", and so they're 10 inches shorter than me when standing. But that is one of the problems, that you can't see the wingtips until they're flying. But sandhill crane has kind of got a gray tint to it, so you guys just be careful out there. American white pelicans have black wingtips but have a S-curved neck in flight and lack the height, rump bustle, and the red crown. In Oklahoma, whooping cranes are most reported east of Guyman and west of Interstate 35. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. All right, let's see here. Let's see, man, all kinds of good things happening in the agricultural world today. And let's get it started. Also, I got Rex Fleming will be on here at 12:30 to talk about the upcoming cow sale at and heifer sale at Apache. We're going to talk to him a segment about that, so you don't want to miss that. So let's see what happened overnight in our big old world of agriculture. Grain and soybean futures were higher in overnight trading on optimism that the government shutdown may finally come to an end. Republican leaders said over the weekend that a deal to end the shutdown that started October 1st was in the works. Democrats were reportedly open to cutting a deal with Senate Republicans. It sounded like there was 8 Democrats came over to the other side of the aisle, is what I was reading last night. While a deal isn't guaranteed, investors are optimistic that the sides are even talking, considering little progress has been made since the closure. It started more than 5 weeks ago. I guess this has been the longest shutdown ever. Corn futures for December delivery came up 2 1/4 cents overnight to $4.29.5 a bushel. Wheat futures gained 7 cents to $5.34 3/4 a bushel. And Kansas City futures were up 6.5 cents to $5.25 3/4 a bushel. Soybean futures for November delivery came up 7 pennies to $11.24 a bushel overnight at Chicago, and soy meal was unchanged at $3.17.10 a short ton, and soybean oil futures added 0.25 cents to 49.93 cents a pound. Let's see here. It says 8 Democrats joined Republicans in a procedural vote Sunday to move forward a package that would fund the government through the end of January. The stopgap bill will fund several parts of the government, which has been shut down since the 1st of October. The deal doesn't include extension of tax credits tied to the Affordable Care Act that expired at the end of the year. It does, however, require Republicans to vote on a Democratic bill to extend credits used by more than 20 million people to reduce health care insurance problems, or premiums, not problems, premiums. All government employees would return to work, and the agreement would end any reductions in the force until the end of next year. Democratic senators have been demanding an extension of the ACA tax credits, while Republicans says they won't discuss extending until the government shutdown is over. And we got you. Got winter storms, all kinds of things going on up north. Temperatures along the Oklahoma and Arkansas border were forecast to hit around 20 degrees last night, and they probably did in low-lying areas. But according to the Mesonet, the Oklahoma Mesonet, all 77 counties in Oklahoma had a reported below freezing temperature. So that's it. Today's Oklahoma Cattlemen's Association happy hour. Speaking of the Oklahoma Cattlemen's Association happy hour, tomorrow night, where's it going? Where are we going? We're going to Clinton to the Western Oklahoma Livestock Auction at 6 o'clock. It'll be the OCA Fall Gathering for this area around here, so be sure and attend. They had over 100 people attend at the Hobart one, which was great. And so this is the last one right here in this immediate area and at the Western Oklahoma Livestock Auction there just east of Clinton on I-40. Speaking of that Hobart OCA gathering, I seen a picture on OCA's social media or somebody's. I seen a John Deere mechanic sitting in there at a table. Larry Stewart, he went to the OCA meeting. I'm proud of you, Mr. Stewart. You did a good job. And I won't tell you why the Cotton King said you were there. So I just won't go there today. I'm not in the mood. So, all right, let's take an OCA break. We'll be right back after this.
He loves talking about farming and ranching. Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
Do you love the great outdoors? Maybe you enjoy trap shooting or skeet shooting, or maybe getting some target practice in at the firing range is your thing. If you're that person, you love guns. Hobart Farm and Garden has a whole room dedicated to guns, gun safes, ammunition, and more. It's quite impressive. You got to go check it out. They are Western Oklahoma's platinum Browning dealer and Glock stocking dealer. They're located at 1030 South Monroe in Hobart, Oklahoma. If they don't have it, you don't need it. Hobart Farm and Garden.
You farmers like saving money on stuff you got to have? You can save instantly when you buy 2 or more eligible Bridgestone or Firestone ag tires at Blair Tire and Feed. Get $300 off all eligible AD, 2IF, and VF radial tires and Bridgestone radials. Get $200 off all eligible non-82 radial tires and get $25 off Destination Farm and Destination Turf. Blair Tire and Feed at the Crossroads in Blair, Oklahoma. Save instantly on the tires you got to have.
You're already grabbing your jacket when you head out the door. You know what's coming very soon. Don't wait to winterize your vehicle. Anti-freezer wiping fluid, battery charger to keep in the car, engine starters, flashlights, rechargeable hand warmers, WeatherTech floor mats to keep the ice and snow off your floorboard, D-Gel diesel, scrapers, and de-icer. And those gloves, because the fingers are the first to get cold. You know who's got all this. Napa Auto Parts of Elk City, 716 West 3rd. Driving down 3rd Street in Elk City, you've seen all the beautiful work on the outside. Now it's time to see what they've done inside their new location. Grandview Pharmacy and Gifts has moved down the road right on time for the holidays. Take a look Friday and Saturday, November 14th and 15th, during their Christmas open house. Enjoy their famous wassail and other refreshments while you shop. In fact, Surf Bar will be there too. When you check out, you'll draw from a deck of cards for your discount. 20%, 30%, or 40% off. Sign up to win the big prizes. They always do big prizes at the Christmas open house. Take advantage of the hat bar. Etched cowgirl hats. Get started on your Christmas shopping. Grab the stocking stuffers. Freshen up your Christmas decor. Grandview Pharmacy and Gifts Christmas Open House. Friday and Saturday, November 14th and 15th at their brand new location.
Grandview Pharmacy and Gifts, now located at 1503 West 3rd Street in Elk City.
It helps to work with someone who's been down the same road you're traveling. someone who knows what you're up against and what you're going through. When it comes to farmers and ranchers, that's us. That's who we are. Our lenders know ag inside and out because we're producers too. We approach it like a partnership. We want to put ag producers in position to be successful. We're very laid back and easy to deal with, and people seem to like that. We think you'll like it too. I'm Marty Maddox. Great Plains Bank in Elk City is here to lend farmers and ranchers a helping hand. Member FDIC.
As a farmer or rancher, you're always looking for ways to save time and money. The Apache Hay Wagon from Everett's Welding in Visay, Oklahoma will help you do just that. The Apache Hay Wagon eliminates 80 to 90% of hay waste with its unique design. It hauls multiple bales, saving you time and money. Go by Everett's Welding today and ask to see the Apache Hay Wagon. You'll be glad you did. You can also visit them online at everettswelding.com.
Now, back to more of Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
Canadian, Texas, 56 degrees, humidity's 30. Here is your ag weather update for out in the Texas Panhandle. Dew point's 25. The winds are out of the south at 12 with wind gust up to 16. No rainfall yet. No red flag minutes. There we go. Got it. And sub-freezing minutes today, 540 minutes. 8-inch soil temperature, 53 degrees. All right, let's do the Central Crop Care out of Hobart, Oklahoma's grain market update. Board looks great today. I wish it looked like this every day. December corn, 429 up 2.5. March 444 up 2.5. Soybeans for November, 1113 up 11.5. January 1128 up 11.75. Soybean meal, December 319.30 up 220. January 321 even up to 10. Soybean oil, December 50.43 up 0.75. Hard red winter wheat, December 525 up 6.25. March 538 up 6. Live cattle, December 228.47 up 7.12. February's 227 even up 7.25. Feeders, November 335.65. January 328.82. March 323.22, all up the limit, 9.25. Lean hogs, December 82.40, and look, they're up even today, $3. February's 81.80 up 2.45. And there you have it. Okay, what else we got going on here? Let's check out the livestock auction report. Let's start out with Texas this week. How about that? Let's see here. Total receipts went through the sale barn, according to the USDA, 5,565 compared to 5,200 the week before and 3,800 last year. Feeder cattle was 84.6% of that. Slaughter, 12.7%. Replacement heifers, 2.7%. Compared to last week, lightweight stocker calves under 500 pounds traded $10 to $20 higher, gaining some of last week's losses back. Feeder steers and heifers over 500 pounds continued the board's downward spiral, $15 to $20. And demand was mostly moderate. Slaughter bulls and cows were steady to $2 higher. And let's see here. Most of those feeder cattle that were sold last week, 46% of them, basically half of them, were over 600 pounds. All right, let's do a one-stop shop here and check this out here. Let's check out some five weights. Here we got some 517-pound unwinged ones. Winged ones. We're bringing anywhere from $362 to $435. $4, basically $401 per pound was the average. And then we got some 523 weights unwinged, $340 to $365. So 360.21 was the average. Now I'm going off what they've got printed here. I'm just not judging here, but I've seen the trend here in the last 3 to 4 weeks. The unwinged ones are starting to take a pretty good hit the later we go in the year, just to let you guys know. So like right there was 40 cents difference, but I don't know what the, class they was. I don't know what classes, calves, steers, these bull calves or steer calves or whatever. I have no clue what class they were in. They could have been average, The ones that were weaned were really good. So I don't know. But I'm just giving you what it looks like on this report. Oklahoma, compared to last week, well, before I get to that, there was 27,759 reported through the sale barns last week compared to 22,000 the week before and 14,000 last year. Feeder cattle, 24,289 was 87.5% of it. Slaughtered was 6.1% of it. And this is the highest number I've seen in quite a while on this report on replacement cattle, 6.4%. So that's not too bad. Compared to last week, feeder steers $2 to $8 higher, except the 700 to 850 pounders were $4 to $7 lower. Feeder heifers were $1 to $4 higher. Steer calves $25 to $30 higher. Heifer calves $5 to $10 higher. Demand for calves continues to be very good. Slaughter cows steady to $3 lower. Slaughter bulls $4 lower. Volatility in the feeder cattle futures continue to create uncertainty across the cattle industry. This week, trade varied considerably, with some sales reporting $10 to $20 lower, while others noted $20 to $30 higher. Much of the price variation depended on what happened that day. So pretty common. Overall, there is a noticeable lack of clear direction in the market at this time. And that's very true. Okay, before we go to break, let's check out some of these. Let me find some 5 weights here. All right, here we go. Some 520 weight unwinged ones. There was 248 in that class there. Average weight 520, 343 to 447, 419.97 unwinged. And then here we go. We got some 525s winged, 373 to 480, 441.54 was that on there. So there's 22 cents difference there in about the same class weight of the calves there. Just a comparison what's going on between the weans and unweans right now. And you got to understand, especially like right now. I mean, 20 degrees this morning, in the 20s this morning, possible record temperatures this Friday from the heat. So it's up and down, up and down. Typical Oklahoma's weather. Don't you agree? Also, I just want to share some information with you. I keep seeing in all these association mails I get, like the Texas and Southwestern and other email updates I get every single day, 24 hours a day. Tractors missing. Texas reported a Kubota missing, a John Deere missing, this calf missing, this cow missing, all kinds of stuff going on. And then we got this one here. I want to read this small before we go to our break. Fort Worth, Texas, an Anderson County man has been indicted on 3 counts of cattle theft following an investigation by Texas and Southwestern Cattle Raisers Association Special Ranger Daryl Bobbitt. On November 8th of 2024, Special Ranger Bobbitt initiated an investigation into the theft of cattle in Anderson County, Texas. Evidence gathered during the investigation led to a suspect is identified as Jared Cook of Frankston. During an interview, Cook confessed to stealing the cattle from the same victim on 3 different occasions. The case was referred to the Anderson County District Attorney's Office for review and later presented to an Anderson County grand jury. The grand jury returned a true bill of indictment for 3 counts of theft of cattle valued at less than $150,000, a third-degree felony, according to these guys. Cook surrendered himself to the Anderson County Sheriff's Office October 30th, just the other day of 2025, where he was booked in on charges. So, just all I can say, brand them, tag them, notch them, keep your gates locked, and the gates I know can be opened pretty easy. And there's been rumors of professional cattle thieves running around all over the country that's got dogs and a trailer and panels, pull up to a gate, bust her open, get the calves in there, cows in there, whatever, and be gone before you even know what's happening. So just keep an eye out, guys. Be vigilant on this deal. We're going to take Oklahoma Cattlemen's Association break, OCA break, and we'll be right back. And I'll have Rex Lemon on the phone with us.
He loves to talk about farming and ranching. Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
You don't want to let your cotton set in the field day after day waiting to be gin. Now to better serve you, the cotton farmers in Oklahoma and the Texas Panhandle, Lone Star Gin has processed over 540,000 bales of cotton. They've got locations in Pampa, Texas, and now in Burns Flat, Oklahoma. Lone Star Gin has the ability to process over 2,400 bales per day. All they do is gin cotton. Go to LoneStarGin.com for more information, and you can find them on Facebook.
The way a doctor knows the human body, that's how you know trucks. You hear a rattle, a rumble, a vibration, and you know exactly what's wrong. You're a diagnostic genius, the go-to for getting trucks running and keeping them tough and DOT compliant. You're a Mac Pro, a tech tool titan. With a wrench in your hand, there's nothing you can't fix. Canyon Oilfield Services is looking for you. Our Hinton, Oklahoma yard has 10 trucks ready for your expertise and a fleet of over 70 trucks waiting for your oversight. It's a big job for a big talent. Not every mechanic has what it takes, but you're different. You're a mechanical boss, and they call you Haas, and we need your expertise. You tell us what it'll take to get you on board and added to the team. We're ready to deal. Call 580-729-3297 to set up your interview. 580-729-3297. At Canyon Oilfield Services, the key word is service.
We feel like we want to be good stewards of our depositors' money. It's what keeps Community Bank going for as long as it has. This bank's seen it all. Starting 1901, you've seen a few droughts. You've seen some market crashes. Oil and gas come and go a few different times, from the 50s to the 80s to the 20-teens. And we're here. We never sit there and go, oh, man, I hope our doors are going to be open tomorrow. We're going to be there. There's no doubt in my mind. I'm Jason Redd, and I help make the difference at First National Bank and Trust of Elk City and Sayre.
Member FDIC.
Farming is no game, but when you're at the game and have the ability to control your irrigation in the field, it's a huge game changer. Valley Irrigation is where farming meets in-zone efficiency. With AgSense remote technology, farmers become MVPs of their fields. Real-time play-by-play control means you're always ahead of the game. Score big with irrigation technology from Valley. It's technology that improves your life and lets you beat the game and be in the game. Visit Knutson Irrigation to become the MVP of your field. Online at KnutSonIrrigation.com. They have your in-field coverage and your back.
Kent Watkins here with SEI Agritech in Elk City, Oklahoma. Winter is right around the corner. Don't wait to secure the best nutrition for your herd. Call now to book your winter contracts for cattle feed, including our premium Mix 30 liquid feed. Give your cattle the edge this season and make sure they stay healthy during the cold winter months. Call us or stop by today here at SEI Agritech in Elk City for all of your feed needs. Follow us on Facebook for updates and more information.
XIT Auctions has a good auction Saturday, November the 15th, 4 blocks west of the Hollis Livestock Auction, selling a real nice 3-bedroom, bath-and-a-half home, a 2009 Chevy pickup with 73,000 miles, and a 2016 Chevy Equinox with only 33,000 miles. Also selling household and much more. Check all the details out at xitauctions.com or call me, Aubrey Latham, 393-4440. XIT Auctions, ready to work for you.
Jim is all wound up and ready to go. Here comes more of Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Putnam, Oklahoma. Here is your northwestern Oklahoma ag weather update. 49 degrees, feels like it's 46. Humidity is 29. Dew point's 19. South-southeast winds at 8. No rainfall in the last 10 days. 3-day average 4-inch bare soil temperature, 57 degrees. Sunset at 5:33. Sunny 53 today, 39 and clear tonight, and mostly sunny and 73 tomorrow for Veterans Day. How about that? Good day to be a veteran. Well, on the phone with me right now is the big world famous Rex Fleming.
Yes, sir. Hello, Jimmy, and I don't know if it's the world.
Hola. Hey, at least Hobart.
Yep. Hobart or Colony, Oklahoma, or wherever.
Yeah. How's Rex been doing? Long time no talkie.
We're doing good. We're getting ready for this special sale, which is going to be at Apache this Saturday, and we'll start at 1 o'clock. We're going to feed the people at 12 o'clock. And you got all morning to come inspect your cattle. We have all Friday afternoon. They'll all be in place. A lot of the cattle are already there. These cattle, Jimmy, these cattle are all originated out of the Southwest, which their owners are out of Southwest Oklahoma. A lot of the heifers, they probably originated out of Colorado and Montana and up in there. We got a set of those bred cows that was raised right here in Southwest Oklahoma.
Is that the 34 head I seen on the Facebook page that are like 8-year-old cows? They're 6 months bred.
Well, there'll be several consignments. There will always be. There's going to be about 125 of these cows, which will be from 5 to 8 years old. They'll all be Angus-based cows. They are all bred to good Angus bulls. And they're bred to start calving February the 1st, so you won't have to wait too long to return on your money.
Oh, no joke! At today's price, it's perfect. This is a good. I think this is a good time to buy some bred cows or heifers because right now, sure, there's all kinds of uncertainty going on, but as we see today, the market's recovering on the board anyway. Is recovering a little bit, and God can pay them things off in a couple of years pretty easy right now.
Oh yeah, you sure can. And in this sale, we're going to have over 250 bred heifers.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yes, sir. And on these bred heifers, they're all good bred heifers. They're all carrying a lot of good flesh. As a matter of fact, I'll give you a kind of a rundown. There will be 25 red white-faced heifers. There will be 50 Angus heifers. There will be over 50 black and white-faced bottom heifers, and all these calves, all these heifers, we will have the day of the sale. We'll tell you the calving dates on them, or close to the calving dates. But most of them will all be either local bull bred or AI'd.
Very good, and. So you've got all kinds. You got Angus. Have you got any red Angus coming through there?
We got 50 good red Angus heifers. They'll be calving the 1st of February. They'll be bred to AI to Beckton bulls, and they'll be name brand stuff. This is all good name brand stuff. This isn't seconds or anything. This is good name brand stuff.
Right. Are you still accepting any consignments, by the way? Somebody asked me.
You know what? We probably would look at it, though, but we already have advertised everything, but if you would call Dustin Glover or Justin Kirkendall, they can tell you. I'm kind of up here in the northern country, and I'm helping. I'm a good helper.
You say northern? Are you talking colony?
Yeah, I'm talking colony America, buddy. colony and corn. That's my grounds.
What's the line between you and Apache?
The line is probably Cattle County.
Oh, that's good. I hadn't seen you in a while, man. It's good to hear your voice. And if anybody's got questions,
there's going to be a big flyer coming out Thursday.
Okay.
In the Penny News.
Okay.
And it gives the time and the breakdown of a lot of the cattle. And if you have any questions, call some of the people on the bottom of the flyer, because we'll be happy to tell you there's nothing to cover up on this thing. Okay,
sounds good. And plus, you can get on Stockman's Livestock Facebook page. They got a lot of stuff on. They've got some videos of some of the cattle that's coming in.
This is social media. It's on social media. It's on, and this sale will be on online bidding. And you can get on cattleusa.com, get registered a day or two early, and you can bid right online.
Yeah, but you would rather come down there and ask for your autograph, right?
Yeah, you bet. We would rather them come. But if there's for some thing that you can't make it, we can sure help you out.
All right.
We'll take care of the cattle.
What's going on? What's going on in the future with you? What you got? What are you doing? What are you doing to stay busy?
Well, I got a little job buying a few cattle for some people up north, and I take care of my own cows. I got about 100 cows, and for some reason, I'm doing some things that I should have been doing 3 and 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So there's always something to do.
I need to ask you something because I haven't really talked to anybody right there in the Colony area this year. How was the rains? How was the grass? How was things around your operation this week or this year?
Jimmy, we probably have more grass than we've ever seen before and probably will ever have again.
Right.
We was so blessed with the rainfall, which we sure need some now, but, and it's just scary to see winter coming, and people are going to have to be very careful for fires.
Yes.
This is going to be number one to watch for.
Yeah, because that place I got out here, West Elk City, that I take care of those cattle for those people, to this day, that Bermuda grass is boot top to knee high. I've never seen anything like it. And then one of the pastures in that pasture love grass and plains, and I'm just looking at that like, what am I going to do if we do have a fire?
That's right. It is something to very much be concerned about.
Yes, and so...
And all I can say is they just need to come buy cattle so they can graze it down.
There you go.
They need to be there Saturday to buy cows, and we'll help them graze it down.
Yeah, you don't need... if you got grass like that, probably, unless you have a snowstorm, man, just turn some cattle out there, cube them every now and then, every other day, and let them mulcher down.
And make money.
Yeah, and make money at the same time. Yes, sir. Well, Rex, thanks for coming on today. I appreciate it. And tell your better half I said hello.
I definitely will, and I hope to see everybody there Saturday.
All right. Thanks, Rex.
Hey, thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, Mr. Rex Fleming talking about the sale, the special cow sale going on this weekend, Saturday at Apache, starting at 1, but food starts being served at 12. And a big ad coming out in the Penny News this coming Thursday when we get the new edition in, so you can check it out and see, or you get on Stockman's Livestock Facebook page, and they've got videos of some of the cows and heifers that are going to be coming through that sale this Saturday. All right, let's take a OCA break. We'll be right back after this.
Oh, Jimmy's all wound up and ready to go. Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
Hey folks, this is EJ Gredeman with ASCO Equipment out of Elk City, Oklahoma. If you need rental equipment, I got your back. From excavators to wheel loaders, telehandlers, and forklifts, we rent the brands that you know and trust. With flexible terms, responsible service, and expert support, we're here to keep your job on track. Need equipment? We're on it here at ASCO Equipment. Visit ASCOEQ.com or stop by our Elk City branch, 513 West 20th here in Elk City, Oklahoma, or you can just give me a call, 580-243-9233. Appreciate it, folks, and y'all have a blessed day.
That life insurance that I have on myself, it's not for me. It's for my wife, that she doesn't have to sell the home. She doesn't have to go worry about how am I going to make this car payment. How am I going to come up with the cost out of pocket to pay this funeral? Because, that's an expensive cost. And it's a cost that you're going to have. If you had a machine in your garage that made money, it was a money-making machine. You went out every day and you flipped the switch on that machine and it generated money to pay your bills. Would you insure that machine? I've never had anybody say no. Sure they would. Well, you are that machine. You flip your switch on every morning when you get up. You flip your switch on when you go to work. But yet we don't insure ourselves. It doesn't make any sense to me. Hi, I'm Mickey Lively. I'm an insurance agent with Oklahoma Farm Bureau. My office is located in Greer County. Call me anytime at 580-782-3827.
Life insurance and annuity products offered through Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company. Property and casualty products are offered through Oklahoma Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance and affiliated companies.
This holiday season, Target has your back with irresistibly cool gifts for everyone on your list. For the trendsetter, start with affordable beauty kits and gift sets. Need something the whole fam will love? Grab snuggly matching fits in every size and style. And for the thrill seekers, don't forget the hottest toys and tech of the season. Target's got you covered with the best deals for endless fun. Shop in store or online, and step into the holidays with Target. Restrictions apply.
Next spring, you'll fire up the tractor, turn the earth, plant the seed, and be on your way to another harvest. If you take care of your tractor right now. Before you put it up, do the maintenance so you'll be ready to go next spring. Everything you need to keep your tractor performing is at Camrock Supply. All the grease and hydraulic fluids and filters. All the nuts and bolts, all the tire patches. All the stuff is at Camrock Supply. All of it. Next to Fred's Steakhouse in Elk City. When it's time, make sure your tractor is ready to go.
This is the Elk City Livestock Auction Market Report for Friday, October 31st. 1,845 head were sold. 12 head of steers at 541 brought 405. 4 at 618 brought 342.50. 3 at 643 brought 340. 17 at 720 brought 332. 5 at 866 brought 285. 6 at 870 brought 330. 5 head of heifers at 452 brought 430. 8 at 551 brought 352.50. 4 at 564 brought 350. 17 at 596 brought 332. 7 at 638 brought 319. 9 at 738 brought 295. 4 at 993 brought 272.50. Butcher cows were 20 to 168. Butcher bulls brought 144 to 190. Bred cows were 1475 to 4150. Pairs brought 2209 to 4800. Elk City Livestock Auction 3202 South Highway 6, Elk City, Oklahoma. Sale every Friday at 9 a.m. To consign, call Brendan Hickey 580-497-6095.
He loves talking about farming and ranching. Here's more of Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. Here's your Hobart Farm and Garden ag weather update for southwestern Oklahoma. Granite, 54 degrees, feels like 54. Dew point's 26, humidity's 34. The winds are out of the south at 7 miles an hour. 3-day average 4-inch bare soil temperature, 62 degrees. Sunset 5:37, sunny, 57 today. 37 and clear tonight. And 77 and mostly sunny tomorrow. Winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, maybe a little gusty at time. Hey, I heard a good one today. So, if you hold a squirrel up to your ear, you can hear how what a squirrel sounds like attacking you. That makes sense? So somebody texted in, and I'm wearing my Wheeler General Store hoodie today with my OCA cap, but they can see this red shirt under there, and they want to know what the red meant for. Well, it's not for OU, not today, but only true Star Trek followers knows what this red shirt's for. If you know what it's for, I don't have anything for you to win today, but let's just play for the fun of it. 580-225-9697 is my Fowler Agency text line. If you know what the red shirt from Star Trek means. Only true followers can guess it without having to Google it. So there you go. Check it out. Okay, let's check out some, speaking, Rex was talking about fire danger. I got a, please don't call in. Send me a text, please. 580-225-9697 is the Fowler Agency text line. I got my situation report from the Oklahoma Department of Agriculture, Food, and Forestry, and not much going on here. According to them, it says outlook, dry conditions are expected through the remainder of the work week, although fire behavior indices, is that, if I say that right, relax after Tuesday, holding probability of successful initial attack very high. The burning periods remain in nature while Gulf moisture builds up into the area later this week. Potential for a pattern change regarding rainfall appears in the forecast for this weekend. And last I checked, far western Oklahoma, like Harmon, Greer, Beckham, Roger Mills, Ellis, we're going to get like a couple of tenths. New updated outlook a while ago, they got us in the 1/2 to 3/4 range now. Well, we all know what happens with that kind of stuff. So I wanted to share this deal that Dr. Peel, if I can find it, if you got your Cow-Calf Corner this morning newsletter, I wanted to share this, finish the show off. I think it'll finish the show off with Dr. Pill. And this is the first time I've seen him talk in this, I don't know, tone. How's that? The latest addition in the torrent of recent political attentions directed at the cattle and beef industry includes allegations of marketplace manipulation against the beef packing industry. Beef packers are the one segment that has been the most negatively impacted in the current market, incurring huge losses due to poor margins and limited cattle supplies. And we've talked about this 100 times. We don't see any cattlemen going to the packers going, hey, we can help you out here. But back when prices were really crappy and we had plenty of cattle, we didn't see the packers, the big ones anyway, coming to the cattlemen and go, hey, we're going to help you out here and give you a little more money. So this logic's going to go on. So using logic that only works in the office of a politician, packers are supposedly wielding unacceptable market power while paying record high prices and artificially raising the beef prices, but not enough to avoid losing a couple of $100 on every animal they process. Certainly many millions of dollars. If beef packers had any significant ability to exercise market power, I'm certain that we would not have record high cattle prices and packers would not be losing money. And that's a very true statement there. Having identified high beef prices is a political issue. The federal administration is desperate to find a scapegoat since current cattle market conditions ensure that beef prices are inevitably and unavoidably elevated until such time as the cattle industry can rebuild. Another 2 to 4 years, according to Dr. Pill, at least. Federal government attacks on beef packers are aided and supported by a vocal minority of the cattle industry and a few sympathetic politicians who view packers as the perennial villain and always worthy of attack anytime the opportunity is presented. Those attitudes have been a factor in the beef industry for well over a century. Ward 2002 noted a quote by Senator John Kedrick of Wyoming in 1919 that said, "The squall between packers and the producers of this country ought to have blown over 40 years ago, but we still have it on our hands. The timing of such attacks this time is particularly puzzling, as dismantling the packing industry would certainly jeopardize current record high cattle prices and the best economic returns most producers have ever enjoyed. I guess some cowboys just can't stand prosperity." The majority of cattle producers, on the other hand, understand that cattle and beef industry is extremely complex, with all segments of the industry are critical and essential. Peel 2021 statement. Most of my ongoing discussions with cattlemen includes questions and concerns about the potential loss of vital infrastructure due to the losses currently faced by beef packers. Proposals to bulldoze the packing industry will negatively impact cattle producers and beef consumers and cripple the cattle and beef industry for many, many years. Concentration of any industry leads to potential for market power. The ability of concentrated firms to utilize market power depends on controlling supply. Large firms do not control demand and can only influence price by controlling supply relative to demand. Beef packers' ability to manipulate cattle on beef prices are severely limited, owing to the fact that they do not control the supplies. Packers don't own the cows, he says. Packers evidently purchase and process all available cattle at any point and any time, whether too many or not enough cattle. The current situation is way not enough, and the packers can't change that. If there was more cattle to process, they would, and beef prices would decrease. The beef packing industry has been the subject of repeated and intense scrutiny for many years. The sizable body of research was summarized by Dr. Peel in 2020, and this is what he said. He says, agriculture economists recognize the potential for market power to be expressed in highly concentrated industries. The cattle and beef industry and the beef packing industry in particular has been researched in multiple studies to understand the impacts of market concentration. The evidence show market power does negatively impact fed cattle prices, but the impact is small, and the cost savings due to size economies to the size of economies are at least 10 times greater than the negative market power impacts. Cattle producers and beef consumers receive net benefits from the cost of efficiencies of the current market structure in the form of higher cattle prices and lower beef prices that would exist in a less efficient industry. Through the outcome of current political actions is uncertain. The potential for long-term harm due to the harm to the industry is substantial right now. Anytime politics, Trump economics, the strong supply and demand fundamentals that have been determined the outlook for the industry to this point become irrelevant. Expectations for prices and productions going forward are now clouded. So what he's saying, all bets are off. Dr. Peel's saying he's saying all bets are off. So we don't know. And that's pretty that's a whole different tone from Dr. Peel. He was on what was he on? Market. Let me see what he was on here. Hang on with me. Can't remember. I watched part of it, and yes, he said, oh, I missed it. Well, I don't remember. Anyway, he was on a social media page, a TV from up in Iowa the other day. It was pretty good. And I'm telling you, I get this cloud brain going during the show, and I don't remember anything. So that's the way it rolls. So that was pretty interesting from him. So I've seen, is that right? I have seen, or I saw, or whatever, a lot of posts this weekend on social media about McCool, the Packers, the Big Four, and a lot of other things. And so I don't know what to tell you guys. You know, I'm just Jimmy. I got my beliefs. You guys got your beliefs. I do respect yours, and I hope you respect mine. We can get into a nice argument, debate, and talk about it. I'm good with that. And you guys all know that I share both sides of the story on this show, and I just don't go through there and go, oh man, I ain't reading that. I don't believe in that. I read both sides, and you guys determine what you want to hear. McCool didn't work the first time. I don't see how it's going to work this time. And if it does, great. And so I'm just, some of our bigger cattle association, national cattle associations, that's all they got. All they do is punch on McCool. I would be more worried about the Big Four, not so much all four of them, but a couple of them that are foreign owned. I cannot say that we cannot say we have food security in the United States with foreign owned people owning food supply companies like JBS and what's the other one? No, I don't remember. So the two of them have foreign influence in them. I would be way, way, way more concerned about that. And I'd be also more concerned about this Asian tick that's invaded. Yeah, I don't hear none of the big cattle associations. Some of them, one or two I have, but the majority, I should rephrase it. I don't see the majority of the cattle associations worrying about this Asian tick that's invading parts of the country. It's in Missouri now. They've got reported cases in eastern Oklahoma, reported cases in southeastern Kansas, all the way through the southeast. I'd be more worried about that than I would be labeling of the U.S. Of the meat. I'm not saying we don't need to. I just don't see how it'll ever work. I'm sorry. I don't see it. You can't tell me it work. We don't even have enough inspectors to inspect what comes in right now through the USDA. what makes you think we're going to have enough inspectors to make sure this Brazilian loin came from Brazil? I'm just sorry. It just the fundamentals ain't there for the setup. We need to be worried about what's going on here. Keep an eye out for the screwworm, because a lot of producers nowadays aren't at the age, they don't remember what happened with the screwworm before. It's scary stuff, but social media and our communication nowadays will keep us up to date a lot quicker than reading about it in the daily news the next day. So I feel good about that. But like I said, that's just my thought. And appreciate you guys listening today. It's Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark, brought to you by First National Bank and Trust, Elk City and Sarah, Oklahoma.
You've been listening to Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark on 96.5 KECO.